incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Go. 180! I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son!
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. D Ford showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long.
Check 99! Check 99! 57! 57 for Mike. 57 for Smooth.
Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go, back. Waiting. I'm here. Hey, check 24. Trip. You got trip, you got three. Check. Hey, 5-2, I'm here.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's coming. I got you. Check. Hey, gun. Check. 53's mine. Let's make these babies cry.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert.
Check.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check the backer. Lock. 21. Hey, Alpha. Check 13. I got you. That's mine. I got him. Go ahead.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Mike 57. Watch the out. Check 37. Watch the ship. Hey. 12. Watch the ship. Check 43. He's checking. Crash.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Get ready.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
21. Baby, that's a baby shot. 53's the Mike. 53. 65. What we got? I got you. Mike, 53. Mike. You better bring it.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Not here. 57's the Mike. Let's go. Let's get this 21.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch it. Hey, gun. SOS. Hey, alert.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 41 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Running with Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, they run with Howard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 41, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Kill.
From the 31, Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
53, check 53. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. He's coming. Hey, wahoo. He's coming, double up.
6.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
12.
Mike, 53. Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Mostert. Room to run again. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Check. Lucky. Check. Fresno.
65.
Check 52.
This is Mostert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
21.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I got you.
You go tight.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down. At the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Boston Scott, his first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Here we go. 120!
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! 12, fellas. Here we go.
Hey, switch gears. Watch that.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
we go, here we go. 180!
53. They can't hang with us.
21, 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, gun.
Alert 3.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Go, go, go. Watch
11.
Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Two. Mike's 47.
13.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
White.
Switch.
Black.
Under 10. 10. Hatchet.
I got you.
Check hot route. Hot. Rush in.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down.
I'm coming after you. Jim. 36.
21.
Shift. Watch out. Check nickel.
12.
Check 99.
Lock.
Check.
He's coming. We got double up.
Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 6 guys. Check it back.
Hey, gun.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
I got you.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Check, Mike. Hey, Charlie.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 73 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz going to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a